off at Jebel Ali, she'll be in front for about 800 metres at least. So pace is an absolute guarantee here, which may set up for a couple of horses back in the field. Power for Power will be going back from 13. It'll be an interesting race, this one. The Jumeirah Stakes, 300,000 up for grabs, ready to go. Set and racing. And Hannum was quickly into stride as expected. Heads up to the lead, the filly. From in second position, Bruce Almighty, Zumbezi on the move out wider with Northern Champion Callahan. Tranmore the middle. Then came Do or Do Not. They're lighting it up front. Title Roll working around them. Power for Power obliged to sit wide at the moment. Do or Do Not dropping back through the field here now. Joined on the inside by Hoyam Lay. Then came Start Me Up, Ishtia. Catalyst is back in the ruck, and last of all is Wagard. It's Borsley first and last, and Hannum wants to roll them along. A length and 3/4 in advance here of Zumbezi in second as they head onto the side of the course. A length and a half to Bruce Almighty, Northern Champion. A length and a half, Title Roll, Callahan. Tranmore in amongst them, followed by Power for Power. Hoyam Lay the inside from Do or Do Not, Catalyst, Ishtia. Then came Start Me Up, and Wagard is last of all. They swing the bend, and Hannum is looking to keep them at bay here. A length, now a half length, goes back past them now with Zumbezi coming alongside and going along by with Tranmore. Then came Northern Champion, Title Roll, and Catalyst now out. Up in front, it's Northern Champion leading the way here with up on the outside now Title Roll and Catalyst. Catalyst has pounced on them here in the late stages of the race. Catalyst coming away, Northern Champion coming again. Northern Champion, wow, off the canvas again, Northern Champion. Catalyst, it was all over at the 50-metre mark, and he's been rolled. Title Roll third over. Fourth across was Zumbezi, followed there next over there was Tranmore. Next over Ishtia, Bruce Almighty, Do or Do Not, nowhere to be seen with Power for Power. Callahan next over, Start Me Up. Hoyam Lay was last, third last, and the Borsley pair second last, and last Wagard. Hannum, Northern Champions, kick back and won. Northern Champion a short headed clearly, and comes back to win for Ed Walker and Kieran Shoemark. 3, 2, 5 and 6 your numbers. Northern Champion off the canvas. 123.563 your winner.
What a dramatic end to the Jumeirah Stakes, turning for home. Northern Champion going well alongside Title Roll, and then on the outside Catalyst is starting to close in. Northern Champion gets to the front. He's seeing off Title Roll, who's sticking to him, but Catalyst has swept past them all, and he gets his head in front. He certainly gets at least a head up, but in fairness to the eventual winner, he has battled back. In fairness to Catalyst as well, he's also had a wide trip round coming into challenge. He's turned into the straight widest of all. It wasn't easy for William Buick in stall 14. And in fairness to the horse, he has run an absolute... His first run here in the US. He also had an awkward draw in 11, but Kieran Shoemark was able to take a slightly more forward roll on this son of Wootton Bassett, and he has got the better of Catalyst. It was a fine race. Title Roll has run with a great deal of credit back in third, and also mention to Zumbezi, who turned for home and just took the lead off Hannum. At this point was a sitting target for the likes of Northern Champion, Title Roll and Catalyst. Tranmore travelled well in behind, switched down to the inside rail to make his challenge, ends up finishing fourth. That was a promising run on his comeback since Royal Ascot. But I think a lot of us thought here that Catalyst was coming through to win the race, but he had done a lot of running under William Buick and could be forgiven for just getting a bit tired in the closing stages. And he was vulnerable to the rallying Northern Champion, who wins for TBT Racing, Ed Walker and Kieran Shoemark, right on the line.
Unofficial numbers in the fourth event: 3, 2, 5 and 6. 3, 2, 5 and 6. Northern Champion